one of our novice player who come to this national. He don't know Akash Kumar. Didn't care if they are a star player or not. I feel sorry for steroid user Pro Paja. Abasrada is a very good, but
वेलकम टू सीओजी कॉल ऑफ गेम्स। आज हमारे साथ हैं बेंजामिन।
thank you. It's an honor for me to be at the part of that Call of Games COG. It's an honor for me.
थैंक यू, थैंक्स अलॉट।
ये वीडियो हमारी इंग्लिश में होगी, लेकिन इसके बाद एक हिंदी में भी ट्रांसलेट की हुई वीडियो बेंजामिन के साथ, जो भी हम आज इंटरव्यू में इनसे जानते हैं, वो बहुत जल्द आने वाली है कॉल ऑफ गेम्स पर।
First, we'll start with you. That how you come in arm wrestling, what's your background, and where did you start your arm wrestling journey?
From the first point, let's say I started arm wrestling in 2012, right when the national championship was held in Mizoram. I see a lots of good players like Abin Korean, Rahul Panikar. They were all the stars there, so they were my inspiration. Also, I look upon to them as my senior, my teacher, my inspiration and all. So from that point, I start training, practicing. But when I have a first state championship, I cannot defeat nobody. Like first time championship, I lost to every match. Every match I got a loser line. And after that, I trained so hard. In 2015, I was selected for a national championship at Uttarakhand to represent Mizoram. So in that time, in my first national championship, I cannot defeat nobody in 80 kg in that time because it's very hard. I was the top in Mizoram right now in 2015. But when I first played my national championship, I lost. My journey come from losing. So I lost again. But everybody say this. Just look at my hand. It's very short. It's very short. And they say, "For you're not fit for an arm wrestler." This short hand, small hand, become my strong point right now because I train a lot in that time. When doubters to the believers, I changed all the other guy with the believers of me because my weakness become my strong point in that time. 6 hours a day. I trained for 6 hours a day in that time, non-stop like that. So after that, in 2016, I win my first national medal in Nagpur. I skipped my training. I'm not in that time in 2017, 18, something like that. I'm not interested in arm wrestling, but right now, when Denic become the COC, I keep on focusing and I train like 6 hours a day again. Every day, I didn't skip any day. But and here's the result. Now I don't say I'm the best, but I feel comfortable right now in 100 kg.
For being one of the best player in 100 kg right now.
I was lucky. My competitors, they're very kind. Even Dara, Amit, siddhant and all, they're very good at 100 kg. I'm nobody, but they treat me as a great player. I'm very happy to have them by my side also.
Where did you learn arm wrestling? Did anyone like teach you arm wrestling, or you learn by yourself?
Yeah, I learned myself because they say that I try to top roll. And if I put my riser here, my hand, this part is very short. My finger is very short. So in hook, my body weight is very high and my height is very low.
How
My height
tall
is
are you?
5'9". So it's very hard for me to hook. So I developed my new technique, my new style. Like it's like a semi hook, like that. I go like a semi hook. And it's very effective that time. I developed my own technique. Like everybody knows how to hook, how to top roll, but they didn't know how to counter my semi hook. A little bit combination of my cupping, pronate, and side like that. I goes like that, and that's my technique.
Based on your videos of some matches, I think that you are combining two methods. One is of hook, and there is a lot of side
Yeah,
pressure involved.
yeah, exactly.
So
It's
where
very
did you learn
effective that
this?
way.
From YouTube or something?
No, I learned by myself with all the trading. This is my strong point. This little thing is my strong point. Sachin Goyal says the king of biceps. I'm the king of this one.
So, who is your favorite arm wrestlers in internationally or Indian also?
International, John Barzan is my favorite. In India, Abin Korea is the one who inspired me to be is the living legend.
I think there is a very popular video of Avin Korean with Denic.
Yeah, there's is. I also faced him last year in COC final. Yeah, while I was playing in IAF last year in Jammu and Kashmir, I beat Abin Korean at the champion of the champion final.
So for these things, what does your training routine look like? Like what you do for any specific movement you do for this?
From my point of view, like everybody was interested in biceps, back pressure, triceps. Everybody was in try to gain this part, this kind of power in this part. So for me, I focus on this part. Finger first, tip of the finger, then this side, then cup this part. When I start training, I'm more focused on from this one, from the this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I play it like that. If I have a good grip, I can control the game. Even in top roll also, I can cup pronate. In hook also, I can cup using this finger. I'm more focused on this part. So in the game also, the most attacking part is this part. I use this finger.
So I think that there
Yeah,
is a misconception that short fingers will be easily opened in any arm wrestling match. But you are saying that
yeah,
if you can train them, even the short fingers will become so strong that they can become one of your weapons.
yeah. Exactly. For all the Indian arm wrestler and who are planning to play arm wrestling, this is an important message for it. Like everything is possible if you work hard and you have a dedication. Like steroids and all, they will not help you in this part. All the new players who have a long hand, short hand, start training. Don't take shortcut. In arm wrestling, there is no shortcut.
A similar point was made by John Brezink also. He said that you cannot build the basic
Yeah,
buildup of tendons and joints through steroids. That comes only by training.
yeah. It's all about hard work. I always, I'm gonna say like for my side, like I'm always around 120% ready for the tournament. Always like that.
So regarding your training styles, one very interesting question that most of our subscribers have is that do you have any kind of PRs that you remember for your lifts that you use in arm wrestling, like in pronation, cupping, or side pressure?
In pronate, around 65 kg. I don't do much pronate, but I can lift 65 kg. The one I'm very proud of is my grip. This grip, I can reps 100 kg 3 times.
And I think
And
this is the main reason for your strength of the fingers.
I used to cup like this part, but let me show you this one, okay? I didn't cup like this. I didn't do like this. I used to do like a losing position, cup like this, from losing position like that.
More of like
Because
starting from a flop.
yes, I start from flop.
Mm.
This part cup like this. Arm wrestling is not like in this position. We're never gonna do like this in this position. So if we're in a losing position also,
Yeah.
our cup will be like this. I used to train like that from losing position.
That is very great advice because most of us train from partial log position, not from a losing position. And I think in matches,
Yeah,
you are
exactly.
saying that will be more useful.
One more question from this side, like what's your favorite move? Which exercise you do for your finger strength and all?
My favorite exercise will be back pressure and this one, this part. Because I have short hand and I need to focus on this part and this part. My main training, my most favorite exercise is this part, like cupping, pronate, back pressure. Yesterday I do 70 kg.
The next question is we have a lot of subscribers who are asking for arm wrestling training, so they don't know where to start.
Yeah.
So from your point of view, from your experience, where they should start first? What's the training method you recommend for the beginners?
I want them first focus on respect their elder, respect the table. First one. After that, they should do like a finger exercise. This part, this part. If they have strong biceps, can lose because they didn't have strong finger. Focus more on this part.
So basically, you're trying to say that
Like that.
lifting weight is not like main requirement in arm wrestling.
Yeah, it's very good, but if they focus more on the finger, arm wrestler is good at this part, not this part.
Yeah,
If
from this
they good
figure,
at, there's so many other who can do a bicep.
So nowadays, as we can see that Northeast player growing so much rather than rest
Yeah,
of the arm wrestlers. So what makes them so good in this sport?
Because we dedicate so much in arm wrestling. Our life depends on arm wrestling. We have a mindset like that. I don't trust so much in genetics. It's all about hard work. Can you imagine? Like, Northeast are small compared to others. We are very hungry for the medal.
Arm wrestling the only sport that you guys are focused on, or is there any other sport also in Northeast famous?
The one who beat Shivaji in left hand, he was planning to play boxing, I think, next month. And the one who beat Sachin Goyal in 2019, he was a footballer also, not an actual arm wrestler in that time.
So non-pros from Mizoram are beating the pros from Northeast India.
Yeah. Let me say this one. One of our novice player who come to this national, he don't know Akash Kumar. Like he was holding him and he lose by four. He almost pinned Akash Kumar, but after they have a match, we tell him he is Akash Kumar, and he just say, "Is it Akash Kumar?" It's kind of funny because they didn't know the star player. They didn't care if they're a star player or not. Also,
I think right now Mizoram players are becoming the biggest stars in arm wrestling India. Even before Pro Banja, there
like
was a lot
in
of hype about Mizoram players, especially about you and Denic.
I came to all others federation in 2022, I think, where their BCI Assam, where they organized a big event, like a big cash money event, where all the top players play there. Amit Chowdhury and Rajat Bis from BCI, and I became the champion in open category. In COC, I beat Pranjit Saikia, Ajit Joy, Dipankar, like that. I won the COC in the 2022 Open.
Right now, you are having 8 nationals gold.
Yeah, I become a champion in Jorhat, where there's a BCI tournament like that. And the next year, I win IAF COC. Rahul Penikar, no, it's not. Abid Korean. And in Lions Empire, I become the Delika Sultan. I win 3 COC in that time.
As we are
Yeah.
talking about players, Denic is one of the most famous
Yeah.
player in right now in under arm wrestling. What your point of view on Denic?
He's very good. He's very good, and he's very talented, young, hungry for medal. And not he didn't want to be the loser one. So he's an aggressive player. But I'm an entertainer player. I'm the entertainer player. But Denic tried to attack their mindset. In Denic versus Steve, did you get it? Did you see it? Denic tried to attack his mindset in that time. And he also achieved it. Like he was shouting, Steve Thomas versus Gil also, he lose all the fighting spirit. Steve lose all the fighting spirit in that when I see the match. Denic attacked him so hard, so he's not playing to win anymore after that. After they have a match like that, it's kind of Denic style. But if the player disrespect me, it's okay. I didn't feel anything in here. But if my opponent disrespect the table, arm wrestling table, and you see like me versus Amit also. Amit was slapping the table. I didn't like that kind of attitude. I'll take revenge for it. You see that when we have a match also, Amit also
Yes.
clap the table.
Mhm.
In my mind, let's see. I'll take. You will be sorry for it for clapping the table. I hold him. What's your name? What's your name? Tell me your name. I asked him like that because I didn't like the way players disrespect the table.
So we'll come to your
Yeah.
PPL journey. Like your people gonna start very soon. So how's your training going on, and
Yeah.
what kind of training you are more focusing on?
Yeah. Preparation is going good. It's getting better and better. No need for like someone say I'm good at hook. I'm good at top roll, but they try to keep it secret. But for me, I can do hook. I can do top roll also. I can go side.
So
I'm
how's
really
your
preparing for
training?
it.
Like recently, we have a podcast with your partner Tawhid Sheikh also. So how's
Yeah,
your training going with Tawhid Sheikh?
it will be good. Like everybody has a weakness. So as a family, as a Syria Ludhiana family, we'll correcting each other. And I know that we'll be the team champion. future. You're looking at the team champion here, team champion member here.
Who do you think are
And
going to be your main opponents in this season of Pro Punjab?
I don't know. Maybe
Weight class.
Dara. Dara is my friend. I know him. I even told him some tricks also. He's a super match type player.
Yeah.
He's good. I know he's good. His endurance is very good. But I know that in his mind, I'm his teacher and he is my student like that.
So, how was your
Yeah.
experience with Dara Singh Handa? We recently saw a video of you visiting his house also. So, if you could tell something about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Dara is a very kind person and a very humble one. So it's great to know him. I came to Parfi because of him, because he's the one who informed me you should get a better platform. You should come to Parfi because every good player is there. He showed me the way to come to Parfi. He's the main part of it that Mizoram joined Parfi. Did you came in that Nagpur, that tournament Maharashtra?
No,
Yeah,
no.
because yeah, because we have a problem. But I'm not making any excuses. In Mizoram, the temperature was 28, 26 like that. And we go to Nagpur and it was around 45 degrees Celsius. And it's changed so much. We keep on dehydrating, diarrhea and all. We cannot eat food there, hard to sleep there. But it's very hard for us.
We want to know that who is your toughest opponent you faced in your arm wrestling career? Who is your toughest opponent?
My toughest opponent will be Pranjit Saki, I think.
What made that match so challenging?
Because I almost pin him and he can regroup it in a losing position because he have a lots of experience. He plays so many world championship like the champion of the champion many times. So I have power, but he have a lots of experience. That's make the match very challenging for me.
So if you just talk about Ranjit Sakia, I think both of you are having one Asian medal as well. So if you could talk something about your international experience and how it was different playing with those athletes compared to those in India.
Uh, the referee may hate me because of it if I say this one, but I don't care about they hate me or not because the referee ruin everything in India because they have favored for their players. It's not that fair. The referee are very biased in national every time in every something like that.
I think a similar point about refereeing was made by your teammate Tohi Sheikh also. He also told that there is a lot of drawback in arm wrestling while refereeing, and in Pro Panja he thought that it was the best refereeing he had seen apart from any other competition. So I think that in Pro
Yeah,
Panja it would be a much better game for you in terms of refereeing.
yeah. When I have a match with Siddhant Katuria, or I don't know. Like we put the elbow, we have a grip, and he move his elbow like this 2 or 3 times. In Tohit match also, he put his elbow like this. It's very hard for us. He has all the grip, hard to grip if they allow. But the referee are learning a bit by bit. But
Yeah, I agree.
in one of my match, you'll see one of the player asked the referee for first fall after I pin him. So the referee just gave him first fall. I was trying to hold my opponent until he gave up, but the referee have the power to stop the match in that time. But if he didn't stop, he will not get any medal. The referee have so much power in that time. Referee
Yes.
can make the match fair. They can make the match bias also. There are so many points. The referee need to be very updated. But if the referee quality is good, Indian arm wrestling level will much higher, will reach better. Because the referee in World Championship, they're very strict. They're not biased anymore. But in India, if the referee is biased, that will put our player down like that. That's why India level is very small in World Championship.
We are very thankful that you have raised this kind of point because not many people would try to talk about this so openly. And I
Yeah,
think it's very important for the sport that refereeing should be fair.
yeah, exactly. I don't care if they hate me or not. I'll keep on winning.
So as you play internationally also, what's the difference you faced personally? What is the difference between Indian arm wrestlers and the international arm wrestlers?
Yeah, the one I face is their setup. They're set up in India. Like if we grip like this, it's very good. But in world they can bend. All the rules are different. Like it's not like we imagine. In
I think you
India,
are trying to make a point
uh,
that we are not allowed to get a higher grip in India, and while in
yeah,
international competitions, high grip is allowed.
yeah. If in India they didn't allow me to, for example, in India they didn't allow me to grip high position. My opponent put riser in here. In India, if we try to do like that, they put us down.
Yeah.
So it's not allowed in India, but it's allowed in World Championship.
Sometimes it is funny to even see in international competitions, the referee asks the players that whether they want a high grip or a low grip. But in India, we see that
Yeah,
he's continuously put the hand parallel.
yeah. There's lots of problem here. Will keep on changing. The referee will. I know the referee will keep on changing. They will do better, but they will learn. They will learn so many things from their mistake. Next time there will be better. But I hope there will be no bias referee anymore,
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. It's
Like
not good for sport, for any sport.
the the referee should know the sacrifice of the player also. We burn, we bleed, we sweat every time we train. So if the referee try favor my opponent, is if the referee is from Gujarat and I'm from Mizoram, if the referee favor the Gujarat player, I lost. But I lost. The referee should respect my dedication, my sweat and burning all my. The referee should know what we have gone through. 1 year, 1 year dedication, training and all. Because the refereeship is very important in arm wrestling. Pro Punjab player will be the best referee in India. Last year, when I faced Abin Korean, the first referee have the buckle in Abin Korean side. So after I pinned him, we were trying to change our position. Like Abin lose the first match, so we tried to change the referee our position. The referee said no need to change. I have to control this buckle. It's very hard for me like that if they do like that.
This was
So
totally
there's no
unfair.
side change. Yeah, there's no side change. If the referee didn't want the side change because they tried to give advantage to Abin Korean also
So there is a lot of
like
corruption
that.
going on in Indian arm wrestling, right?
Yeah, yeah. But with referee help also, if they work very hard. I I want to say this one more time. If they work very hard, they cannot stop our power. If they work with referee and all. So everything is upon hard work and training. If you have lots of power, the referee power cannot do it. In Indo, Bangladesh, the referee was very biased, so I just gave him this part. I just gave him in this part, and I hold him in that part. We can go through like that.
So we can just hope that through our platform, this point which you have raised reaches to some of our
Yeah,
referees also, and there is some change so that this
yeah,
can improve.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. It will be a very good thing if the referee knows everything about the player. Like we sacrifice so much for it. If this podcast reach their ear and change their mind, that will be very good for Indian arm wrestler.
There is one more topic that controversial in Indian arm wrestling. What is the steroid use in
Yeah,
arm wrestling? What your point of view?
Have you seen some players using it? You can tell us indirectly. And is it
yeah,
necessary to take to reach to certain levels, or you can get to some levels which you want without steroids also?
yeah. I feel sorry for steroid user in Pro Punjab because the first time they postpone, they will have a circle, one circle, and this time they already have a circle and it's been cancelled again, postponed again, like that. They need to go to three circle, I think.
So you are pointing pro Punjab players for this.
Yeah, there may be some other players like if they go like that, not that pro Punjab player, everybody who are planning to do like that. In national they do a lot of steroids. But I don't care. For my from my part, steroids is for coward. They already been a loser before the match, because what's the point of doing steroids if you have dedication and all? Like for example, I train very hard and I trust my training. What's the point of doing steroids? For me, I'm free. I already test in that world championship. They say that it's perfect. So I can play in world championship. But if I take training so much and use steroids, that means I didn't trust myself at all. Like
But do you
that.
think that it is necessary to take some enhancements in order to reach to some higher levels?
No, not at all. Kazakhs can go through. Kazakhs are the top players in world champ in the
Yeah.
world. They can go through without steroids also. Why Indian player cannot do without steroids? So if the other country can do it, we can also do it
Yeah, we totally
like
agree
that.
with your point. And relating to the same question,
Yeah.
tell about the diet which you use for arm wrestling. And also, people want to know that is there any kind of special diet you follow in Mizoram, or apart from that, any supplements that you would recommend for arm wrestling?
You won't believe it, but I take regularly creatine only. Regularly creatine only. I didn't take much protein. I have take protein 2 kg now, I think, in this year. Only 2
Just
kg.
creatine.
Yeah, creatine I take a lot. I measure my weight, and after that I take creatine based on the schedule. Like the way I do is I take creatine 1 scoop, 3 gram for 1 week. Next week, after that one, I take the double dose. After 1 week, I take 3 gram again. Like that, I used to go like that.
Yeah, so basically you are cycling creatine, like we have carb cycle.
Yeah, like that. We eat by boil. Boil. We boil a lot. Like we eat a lot of fiber. I take
Bamboo shoots.
bamboo shoot. I eat a lot of meat, but without no masala, with only boil. I can eat everything.
I
I
see.
didn't eat cat.
So apart from arm wrestling, our users are
Yeah.
keep asking about this thing that you have a lot of guns in your bucket. So why is it or hobby or something, or
Yeah,
are
that
they
is
real
3D
also?
model.
That they are commenting that are they real also?
No, it's not real. It's just a 3D model.
Okay.
That one is my brother make it. My brother used to make a 3D model of a gun, like a 3D model. He is designing some kind of like that. Like the thing, it's not real.
So we have a few questions from our subscribers who were requesting to ask from you.
Yeah,
So the first question is that what do you think about Siddhant Kathuria and how would the rematch look like?
yeah. I'm 100% ready. Is he ready or not? I don't know it. I really wanna have rematch with him, fresh to fresh. If he didn't want a rematch, next year I'll go down to 90 kg. Yeah.
You will chase him.
I'm not. I'm yeah. Chase him. Any place I'm gonna chase him after afterlife. Also, if he didn't want a rematch in afterlife, I'll chase him. If he didn't want a rematch right now.
And one more question was that do you think that arm length depends decides what kind of technique would be better for you in arm wrestling? Like tall
Yeah,
arms would be favored for top rolling, or short arms would be for top rolling, or you could train for both and overcome the limitations of your hand length.
yeah. That will happen a lot, because if a long hand put on like this, like they need to come down to this part. If they facing a short hand, if I put my elbow here and put in pressure, if my opponent has a short hand than me, I need to come down to this part, to this part. So they have a little bit. That's depend on the experience.
So you would think
They
that
have an
it will be a
advantage, and
disadvantage for the taller guy that he will have to lose some of the height just to grip the shorter guy.
yeah, like if they can use, there's no advantage and disadvantage in that long hand, short hand. Like if they have a long hand and can use better, and has experience, it will be very good. Short hand I also have a short hand, but my advantage is when I face a long hand, they used to come down like this. But long hand is good, is better than short hand. I still gonna say that long hand is better than short hand in my terms. I'm gonna have a last suggestion for the new upcoming player. Like for me, I have a short hand And I have a lots of other player, other my friend also said arm wrestling is not for you. They keep me solo because I have a short hand. If you have a will, there's a way. If you really want to chase your dream, there's a way, and you can achieve it. I already proved it. So for the upcoming player, you can also achieve it. And if I can help them, I'll be very happy to help them also.
It will really helpful for those guys who are looking for these things.
Yeah.
So it was very,
Yeah, and
golden words for them.
I want to thank Call of Games for letting me in their podcast. I'm saying about that the referees and all, no intention to harm them. But if they change a little bit through this Call of Games, arm wrestling will becoming better and better. I wish for it and I will pray for it that time also. Our level will increase through this Call of Games. I hope for it and I'll pray for it that time.
And one more thing I wanted to say that most of the Indian did not have some heroes to look upon to in Indian arm wrestling. And right now, people
Yeah,
like you are becoming the idols whom our younger generations can follow. And
yeah,
I think the
yeah.
sports will boom a lot due to players like you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So one
Thank
more
you.
thing, we want to connect after your PPL contest. So whatever the result was, that's the another part. So
Yeah,
we want to connect again and discuss about your experience in PPL. It's your first time in Pro Panja League, so it was like how's your experience in Pro Panja? So we definitely want to
yeah,
connect with you after your competition.
yeah. Right now, I didn't see me as a losing position, losing side. I always see me as a seat number one there. Like that, I have a mindset like that.
So it will really the competitors coming.
There will be a, like, for example, Abbas Rana is a rising star. Is a very good. Abbas Rana is a very good. But there's a little bit thing here. Like if he plays so much social media, he will not reach that point. I think maybe I want him to be the face of Indian arm wrestling, but so much in the social media. I think if he didn't reach his point of that the top level, he can be the world championship, the world most top players in the world. He can be the top players in the world. Too much social media, and that he can be a social media. I
We
want to
wish
say is
that
that
Abbas Rana look up this
yeah,
channel and this video.
I think during Pro Punch,
yeah,
you will get to meet him, and your advice will be very useful for him.
he is he has a potential. I know it. Abbas Rana have a potential, but if he use too much in social media, like Karela also, they didn't touch much. They didn't play much social media. They're not that social media guy, but their level is very high. There's other who is a social media player, also social media player and a real player. There are two type of player in India. Social media player who always post their training and all, and the one who never post their training, and who never post their training always win the tournament like that.
I think the fans also understand to which players you are referring.
Yeah,
And I think that this
yeah,
will be a message for them.
I
You
get
make it
it.
really
I don't.
transparent. Like the social media arm wrestlers and the real arm wrestlers are really different. You make it very transparent actually. So yeah, these are the questions that our users want to know about you, and we are getting a lot of questions about you. And as I
Yeah,
said, that there is no much information about you on internet. So
yeah,
really helpful for those guys who are looking for arm wrestling, who are trying to be an arm wrestler. So this postcard will
yeah,
really help them. Even a shorter height guys, like they are making excuses that they are short, that's why they lose. So it was a very great video from
yeah,
also. So it was really nice talking to you, Benjamin. And
uh,
we
yeah.
really we are really curious about your upcoming matches in PPL, and we're looking forward with you.
Very wonderful. I feel like a whole new family in here. Like we can share everything that's in our mind. That's what we're planning to do, and what I can share everything open-mindedly in this podcast. So for me, it's a great experience for me that you guys really want to change arm wrestling and I see through that one also. So it's very nice to have a podcast with you guys, Call of Games, and I hope Call of Games podcast will reach through India. also like and subscribe also.